Unstable Felon. So Kipper is on Righteous Rakano. We were talking about that before. I didn't make a sideboard for it. That's fine. No, I don't want Strength of the Pack in my opening hand. Suggestions on how to upgrade? Maybe we could do that. But I mean, I'm not really a Rakano expert. I would just look at the meta Rakano decks and do it. I might actually Sabo here. But then I don't get a 2-drop next turn. Yeah, we'll just have to figure out a spot to work in this Sabotage. Don't. Elnarian, I appreciate that, but I realize you're joking, but still. I just want to make sure I hit my power. And I still have other ways to pop Aegis. Yeah, this is fine. They don't have 2-drops. This is a little awkward if they open on Sword of Ikaria. Maybe I should have thought about sabotaging there instead. Because now it's like, what the hell do I do? Yeah, because now I can't even double snowball it. I could, like, scheme. Yeah, that's, like, mega awkward. I didn't think about that. So I can play the Northwind Herald to absorb a blow here. Seems real bad. Yeah, that was pretty sloppy on my part. Wow. I was just thinking I wanted to hit power next turn, but I could have done that the next turn. I could have just Fair's favored anyways. Because now look at where we are. This has to get power anyways? Like, we're just going to lose? It's terrible. I should have just put this in the way. I can't cast a Seek power. They're just going to beat us to death with a sword. This is why I have a bunch of lightning strikes in the sideboard, by the way. Wow, we just punted this game so hard. They're just not going to play a unit? How do I want to do this? Do I need Northwind Herald to just take a hit? Wow, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I, like, had the answer to Sword of Ikaria multiple ways, and I just totally forgot that we were on the draw, not the play. Just, like, awful. Just actively bad. Alright, at least we get to deal with that however you want. I'd rather save feeding time. Alright. Herald finally gets to die. There's a pause. It's either Righteous Fury or Finest Hour, right? They play all of those things. If they have Righteous Fury, I want them to use it. If they have Finest Hour, I want them to use it. If they have whatever, I want them to use it. I want to get my... it's going to be a 2 for 2. I want it. Ooh, that's nice and clean. So what we do is assign 1 damage, then set their health to 1. And hey, guess what? They die. So they have another Warcry on top. Well, this might just be a pinger. We have no threat. That's an issue. How many Vanquish do they play? 3? They might have a couple of those in hand. Wouldn't be surprised. We have a 28-turn clock to go here. Not where we want to be. Ooh, that's a good draw. We need to fade a weapon for 1 turn. Let's see if we get lucky. They only play Sword of Ikaria, right? They don't play Auric Runehammers? Alright. They have to draw exactly Sword of Ikaria. And then I have to choose whether or not I'm going to sabotage or scheme here. They clearly have spells in hand. The spells might not do a lot because we have Feeding Time Lightning Storm. So scheming for more threats seems more important. Valkyrie Enforcer. And they have the Torch. They have the torch. Ugh. Alright. Wow. Sick. They drew a unit that also popped Aegis for their torch. I thought we just needed to dodge a sword. I was wrong. We needed to dodge Valkyrie Enforcer as well, plus torch. Alright, and they just made their next thing pretty large. Oh, boy. Ooh. Alright, well, it's not the intended use of Strength of the Pack. But, whatever. Hopefully they didn't draw Vanquish. Huh. I think these are better. Can use these to pop Aegis or something. The odds of a 6-drop being better than a 4/7 are okay. They're okay. I could just unstable this if I want. Oh, well, that's just super clean. Trying to think how I want to do this. Saving this for maybe future units is more important. Just let one of these get hit. Varus favor that. Save Witch Storm. Yeah, I think it's important we save our unconditional removal. Although the rest of the units they draw are going to be pretty small. They're not getting war cries anymore. Yeah, let's just do this. See if we get a charge unit. Nope. I'll save this unstable though. Well, Akari is lethal. Not quite Ikaria. Not quite Ikaria. Not bad though. We had, what, a 1 in... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 in 12 shot at lethal there? I think you'd take that. Take those odds. Alright, we get game 1 because they drew a lot of power while we were top decking. Oh, they had some sick rips. They had some sick rips. Let's be real. All right, game 2, Righteous Rakano. So what we do is we clone our 90-card sideboard. And trim it down to 75 cards. Jeez, he is ready. I guess they're playing Rakano. Sabotage, great. Suffocate, great. Unstable form has to stay. Annihilate has enough targets that I think we keep it. Backlash is cute, but ultimately more expensive. We have the lightning strikes. Do we just take out the feeding times? Like, do we take out the expensive stuff? Obviously, the subverts are straight up out. Magus of the Mist is garbage. Celestial Omen, Zindal's Gift. Starting the pack was good there, but ultimately too slow. Generally, we'll find other ways to win. So we got to cut 4 more things. They have Soulfire Drake, Valkyrie Enforcer, Rakano Outlaw, Crown Watch Paladin, Oni Ronin. So Annihilate kills everything but Champion of Glory. But, yeah, I think we got to keep that. Lightning Storms are a little worse, but still pretty good. Maybe 4 is excessive, but I doubt it. I think we just have a ton of removal, right? They just want their units to stick. We don't want their units to stick. We just overload on it. We just super overload on removal, and we'll find out a way to win eventually. They can't win without a unit in play. So we're not going to give them that chance. I think I cut 1 Lightning Storm. I want all the lightning strikes. They answer swords and units. Let's see here. Let's cut a storm. The schemes are a little slow, but I think we need them anyways. I'm at these 5s. The witches are still important. The heralds, the hurlers. Like, we need all our win cons. We're really light on win cons. I think we need the schemes to find our win cons. Like, as much as I want to be all removal, we do need our win cons. The sabos are really good. I hate cutting these schemes. I almost think the wisdoms are worse than the schemes. Like, we need the card draw. Let's go down to 2 lightning storms. Ugh. All right, we'll do it. We got to cut something for these lightning strikes. I don't know about that, but I don't know what else to cut. I think the feeding times are better than the lightning storms. Ultimately, they're like an in case of emergency kind of card. Yeah, let's try this. Let's try this. I'm not sure how they're going to sideboard. They don't have a sideboard. I guess that's why they were ready so fast. Now it all makes sense. Now it all makes sense. I mean, they are a very linear deck. What are you going to change, right? Double Snowball, Vera's Favor, Lightning Strike. We're on the draw. This is good against Oni Ronins. Yeah, I think this hand's a keep. The only issue I have is it doesn't have double primal. Doesn't have double primal? Man, they were on the draw both games. I'm just going to open on Sabo here. Wow. They have a unit heavy hand? That doesn't bode well for us. That is not good. Well, I can cheat out the Herald here. They have no answers to it and just try and do that. It's a waste of snowballs. I don't get to use Vera's Favor. But we could just win the game. YOLO. I don't think this is the correct play, for the record. But it's the play I'm making. Because it means we're most likely skipping power next turn. We're most likely skipping power next turn. Do they actually draw sword off the top? Okay, that doesn't matter. Annihilate's good. You know what's better? A random 7-drop. Alright, do they draw Vanquish? Let's find out. They didn't have Vanquish a couple turns ago. They could have drawn one in the meantime. They did. They drew a Vanquish off the top. We were banking on them not doing that. Could have favored first because of silence. Rivulets is correct. There's no need for caps locks, though. Caps locks is... There's no need for that. This is awkward. Now we're going to lose. Actually, I'm going to get punished real hard for not favoring last turn. Because if I had favored last turn... Now what do we do? Now we're in real trouble. We kind of made our bet. We're like, look, they're not going to draw Vanquish. They're not going to draw Vanquish. Now they did, and now we need to figure out what the hell we're doing. Am I leaving up Lightning Strike? Am I annihilating here? They only run 3 Vanquish, and when we saboed, they didn't have one. Odds were low of them drawing one. We played the odds and got burned. I think we just have to develop our power here, as much as I'd like to manage this board. And then we just hope to top deck like a Primal Sigil or something. Okay. Well, that was garbage. The odds of a 3-drop being better or worse than this are kind of moot. Do I stop the war cries? This is really valuable. I think I have to use Lightning Strike here. Hope they don't have a Finest Hour. They would have had to draw it. Onion Ronin. Seek Power. If I play Wisdom, I take 5, 8. I can't afford to take 8 here. So I have to Annihilate. I want to get rid of the War Cries. Although Withering Witch kind of addresses that. Unstabling this will most likely nerf it. So I think I'm going to use Unstable defensively here. That also stops a War Cry. Yep. I just don't know how I deal with this flyer if I don't Annihilate it. Like, at least these can block on the ground. I'll wait to see if they actually play a plate. Alright, they didn't draw Righteous Fury or anything like that. There was no pause. So they either drew Power or a unit. Sword of Ikaria? Oh, that's the game. We lose. We have no outs here. That was unfortunate. But that was a winnable game. Yeah, I should have recognized that the 3-2 was silenced. I could have actually cast Varus Favor that turn. Normally you can't, because when it's not silenced, it becomes a 0-cost creature again. You go to unstable it, and it becomes a 1-cost creature. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. So yeah, that was a winnable game that I punted. I also did the very greedy line, and I think it's fine to go the greedy line with the hand we had. That was a acceptable risk kind of play, right? We accepted the risk. We knew that it would be tight if they had the answer. They drew the answer, and then I proceeded to punt. I'm not going to change anything about how we sideboarded. That all felt correct. Actually, let's double check. This is not an easy deck to play. I'm not used to that getting silenced, but I should keep it in mind. Yeah, we have Max Suffocates, Max Annihilates. The Lightning Strikes are awkward, but still good. Oh, I cut Lightning Storms. That's right. Oh, well. We cut Lightning Storms. Yeah. No, that's all right. We were also on the draw again, which kind of blew it. We were on the draw 2 straight games. Although, this deck doesn't mind being on the draw, so whatever. Well, we'll see how this one goes. Tied 1-1 is not where we wanted to be. Oy. Ooh. Ah. Rough, right? Rough, right? Let's see how this one goes. I bet you we're on the draw again. Oh, we're first. And this hand's bad. It's real bad. That's 5 power Unstable Form and a Lightning Storm. This one's also 5 power, but at least it's a Varus Favor on the play. We have no win con, but who needs those, right? I do have to use Seek Power here so that if they have Oni Ronin, I can Varus Favor it next turn. Normally, you like to sit on Seek Powers because of, hey, free units. Free units are great. Like these, I'll actually sit on. Then it just becomes a question of what I'm playing here. I'll play the Shadow Sigil. We'll play it out. Lets us leave open Annihilate. And yep, we'll just Annihilate. It's Rakano, you just kill their dude. Although I don't get to hold up a removal spell this turn. And no, if we draw Wisdom, I was really wishing I Annihilated there. Yeah, so it was correct to Annihilate. If I drew... Oh god, God, we don't have an answer to a sword again? This is brutal. You just don't have an answer to a sword. Oh, now I have an answer to a sword. Saving Vera's favor, super relevant. So we'll do this. Get double shadow even though we don't need it. Because favor plus snowball deals with a sword. Unless Inspire hit the sword, obviously. They're also very useful because we have Withering Witch. Normally I focus on keeping the board clear, but I don't hate the idea of playing a Hurler here. Like, this isn't a Warcry unit, so it's not super threatening in terms of the long game. This can get vanquished, but it eats swords and some other stuff. I think it's correct to play Hurler here. There's a lot of upside to that. They have a Torch or a Finest Hour in hand. We don't know. We have no idea. Yep, so they go with the plate. We take 8, but then we get to 2 for 1 with our feeding time. Or if I draw undepleted power, I could have Withering Witch Snowball, which would have been really nice. I would have enjoyed that immensely, but can't do that. Not going to let it live another turn, because then they could actually kill us with Righteous Fury and a pump spell. So we'll still seek this turn, so that I have that option available next turn. We know they've got a fast spell of some sort. Either Torch or Finest Hour. We don't know what. We know at least that card in their hand. Huh. That's awkward. That's real awkward. So if I Witch here and they have pump spells, these snowballs don't take it out. But they're probably forced to either put a weapon on it. But if they put a weapon on it, I don't have a clean way of dealing with it. This got the Inspire triggers, though. They cast 2 Inspires. So we know that's what got the Inspire. So let's say they give it +5/+5 with another plate. I think it's safer to just play a Hurler and not attack, in case they have Vanquish. I'm not going to double block. But if they have Vanquish, I want to have a blocker. We'll just have to find another win con at some point. And now they'll probably use their Finest Hour here, but that means they can't use it for this Withering Witch, is the hope. And we get to clear their board here. That's pretty good. I mean, we're drawing nothing, but this is kind of where you want to be. Top deck mode against Rakano and Prey. Now we just hope to out top deck them. Not a guarantee at all, but pauses mean either Finest Hours or Torches, but I'm not going to not play Westwind Herald, that's for sure. This card's good. This card's real good. There's maybe an argument for saving the Herald hit, because look at our options. But I clicked Vera's favor. Shit. No! I clicked Vera's favor. Well, that blows. This is about to die to a torch. Just killed our own 2/2. Can I time it out? Maybe. Maybe I should have tried to. I think it would have just hit the only legal target. That sucks. It died because Aegis doesn't protect from our own spells. The thinning's not relevant. I'm going to hold on to the Vera's Favor. Man. We just missed out on like 1 billion damage from this thing. I'm just doing this up our clock to a 6-turn clock. They're not going to ever draw larger threats anyways. We have the Annihilate. They don't run Protect in their deck. This is going to kill it even if they put a pump spell on it. That's why I did it in that order. It's very important to do it in that order. If we do Withering Witch then Vera's Favor, they can actually Finest Hour to save it. So we didn't let them do that. Because if they Finest Hour in response to this, it dies. It just dies. It still dies. It's assigned 1 damage, it gets shrunken, it's dead. It's dead, it's done, the game is over. I'm just doing this. I'm attacking them over and over and over. Alright, they scoop. Whoo, boy, that was spooky. God, that would have sucked. That would have been the worst way to lose a match. Well, not the worst way, but it would have been a bad way to lose a match. But yeah, we just brought in all of our removal, and we're like, we'll kill them eventually. They're Rakano, they're playing a bunch of pump spells and weapons. And yeah. What was that? Kipper? Kipper. They weren't playing Protect, so it kind of let us do whatever we wanted. Whew! God, man. Don't cut your clock by 1/3. Don't cut your clock by 1/3. It's not a good winning strategy. I seriously thought I clicked Vera's Favor. I really did. I thought for sure I clicked Vera's Favor. Oh, God.